What's up, party people, and welcome back. This is the series where I take every Street Fighter 6 character from day one all the way to Master Rank. This is a fun and effective way for me to compliment them, and I hope to make you laugh and learn along the way. Every 20 minutes game, and I recommend a 5-minute break to help improve learning efficiency as well as avoid tilt. Stick around until the end. I spy one of those for you as well. Now on to the video. Round one, fight! Real quick, party people. It's good to have you back. But before we get into match analysis for the rest of these fights, I wanted to go into some quick little review of the 4 key fundamentals that I use with Lily and every other character I climb the master rank with. So, if you look down below in the description, I have a typed up written guide with all this information, and it goes further into depth. But I also have the how to day one Lily video as well. Check that out if you want more in-depth analysis and you don't like reading. But I'm just going to hit my 4 key fundamentals real quick. The first one is slow down and enjoy the game. If you're not having fun playing the video game, go play something else. I'm going to take a break from Street Fighter today just because I need it. I'm going to go play some Elden Ring because I think that game is a lot of fun. But yeah, it's not, no one's holding a gun to your head telling you have to play Street Fighter 6. If you're not having fun, go do something else, you know what I mean? It's your time, it's valuable. You should be using it to have fun, Don't get in the echo chamber because this game is a lot of fun, but you might be having trouble having fun because, you're new to the game or whatever and you have trouble winning, you lose a lot, what have you. I've been there, trust me. How you have fun whenever you lose a lot is first you got to learn how to laugh at yourself. If you can learn how to laugh at yourself, you'll never have a problem having fun in any game, because then you won't be taking yourself so seriously, which is the big problem with fighting games is people have a huge ego. And they hate losing, and it makes them cry like little sissy baby boys. But that's besides the point, you little sissy baby boys. No, I'm just kidding. But besides that, how else you have fun whenever you're learning and stuff, or whenever you're laughing at yourself, is you slow down. And you play to learn and you play to get better instead of playing to win, instead of trying to scrub people out and all you care about is points. If you just play to learn and you play to get better, if you watch pro replays before you start your session and you see like El Chocote doing something with Lily and you're like, oh, that's really cool, I want to try that in my matches, that's pretty much, you do that in a match and you get better, you know what I'm saying? You do one thing at a time, but you play to learn, you play to get better. That's how you have fun whenever you're losing. Oh, this guy must be mad. Sucks to suck, buddy. Our number 2, while this guy trolls us real quick, I got no reason to approach him, right? I got a huge life lead. But my number 2 is basic execution, and I mean basic execution. I'm talking about a light, medium, and a heavy combo. Nothing fancy at all. That's, just basically it right there. Nothing fancy. Just a light, medium, heavy combo, a way to combo into super, a way to punish drive reversal, a way to wall splat in a crumple combo. It's all in the guide. But I'm not looking for anything fancy. You might be like, oh, you can do this into this, and you can micro walk this into this with Lily. That's not the point of this guide. The point of this guide is to show you that you don't need anything fancy. Anyone could climb to Master Rank with Lily if they wanted to. Anyone could climb to Master Rank with any character if they want to. It just takes a little bit of time, a little bit of effort, and some basic combos. We're not trying to do fancy combos because the second you try to do fancy combos, you drop them and you don't get your damage. You get easy combos, then you win real easy. Is this guy trolling us? No, he is not. Okay, jeez. Our third fundamental is developing a basic game plan. In my guide below, I have 3 easy to execute game plans with Lily for you guys to adapt your gameplay. But in the how-to day 1 video, I also show you guys how to come up with your own game plans with the character. Nothing too egregious, with the characters. I try to keep it as simple as possible. I call them starter deck game plans, like you just started with, whenever you play Yu-Gi-Oh! And you get the Seto Kaiba and the Yu-Gi-Moto starter decks, and you get the rule book and stuff, and the deck's not really fancy or anything. It's basically like play your Blue Eyes White Dragon and win the game. That's pretty much the whole concept, you know what I mean? That's all you want to do. That's your win condition. I have basic game plans for you guys. Teach you how to come up with your basic game plan. The basic idea between a game plan is you can't play Lily like she's Akuma. You know what I mean? You can't play Lily like she's Cammy. You have to play Lily like she's Lily, and that's totally fine. We're already almost Master Rank with Lily. Didn't expect her to be the fastest Master Rank character, huh? That's crazy. Sorry, I'm not feeling well today. I'm feeling a little under the weather. Happens. But yeah, developing a game plan. It's like how in chess, you know, how a rook is a very strong piece and a bishop is a very strong piece, but they by definition cannot do the other one's job. They have very different jobs. One covers horizontal and vertical range, and the other can only cover diagonal range, but they do so better than any other piece outside the queen, you know, which would be the Boston game, I suppose, the broken characters that are unplayable, banned in tournaments, you know what I mean? But yeah, that's the idea behind that one, the developing a game plan. Number 4, and our most important fundamental, if you're going to take away anything from my videos, take away this one. And that's the 20 and 5 rule. That's play for 20 minutes and take a 5-minute break. Every 20 minutes, you take a 5-minute break. This helps improve learning efficiency. It helps you avoid tilting. Giving yourself a break like that will help you from getting mad when you play. It helps muscle memory. Like if you ever tried learning an instrument and you play guitar for like an hour straight and you're trying to learn like a Metallica song or whatever, and you know, you start off all right, but by like an hour in, you got noodle fingers and you can't even play the part you learned at the very beginning, and you're all over the place and you're like, oh, screw this, I need a break. We already got LilyMasters. She was the fastest. That was crazy. Her and Ken, right? But I believe I'll play more with Lily, so don't worry about that. I'll play at least, you know, a 20-minute session with her. But, maybe. What am I doing? I don't know. We'll figure out what I'm doing in a second. But yeah, the 20 and 5 rule, like I was saying, it's, you know, helps improve learning efficiency, helps improve muscle memory, but not only outside of all that. Oh, also use it for studying. I got a lot of people who say, oh, yeah, got to study it, like for finals and stuff. It helps, you know what I mean? It helps with everything. I don't know what I'm doing over here. I'm probably looking for like win rates or something to see if she was the highest win rate of anyone I got to master rank. I don't know how to do any of that. But for studying, for anything, the 20 and 5 rule is the most efficient way to learn any skill, even, you know, video games, getting better at Street Fighter. But it's also good for your mental health. I know I'm the depressed gamer for a reason. Today, you know, I went to Walmart, and now I'm banned from Walmart. You wouldn't know why I'm banned from Walmart? Because I went swimming into pickles, because I'm a legally crazy person. You're not allowed to swim into pickles at Walmart. There's no signs that say you can't swim into pickles at Walmart. But, I mean, I wasn't going to pay for them, so I guess, you know, fair is fair. But yeah, I'm like a crazy person, you know what I'm saying? And the thing is, what I'm trying to get at is if you sit down and play video games for like 8 hours straight, you know? Yeah, we've all been guilty of that, you know? It's fun time, you know what I mean? But whenever you're done, you feel like a total piece of crap, you know what I mean? You feel like you wasted your whole day just playing video games. You didn't get anything accomplished. Well, if you do that, but you take a break every 5 minutes, you know what I'm saying? Every 20 minutes you play, you know, for 8 hours straight, but you take a break every 20 minutes, take a 5-minute break. You get up, stretch, you drink some water, you know what I mean? That's more than you would have done any other time, you know what I mean? And that adds up, you know? You will, whenever you are done with your 6-hour, 4-hour session, whatever you're doing, and you're like, hey, you know, I'm not a piece of crap. I looked out for myself, for my mental health. I went out of my way to take these breaks, to stay hydrated, to make sure I was stretching, to make sure I was taking some deep breaths, making sure I was looking out for number one. And, you know, that's a big deal. You know what I'm saying? Just doing a little thing like that for yourself can help tremendously. So now that we are done with those 4 fundamentals, we'll do match analysis for the rest of this video. Looking to lose with Lily over here. Jeez Louise, haven't yet, but maybe this here, LilyMasters. Everyone knows Kid's kind of my demon character. I just don't like dealing with Jinrai Kid because I know how to. But I'm very stubborn, and I just want him to die, so I never really block it out and just use the minus frames to take my turn back. Instead, I just want to punch him in the fucking mouth or do an EX reversal or something. Okay, right now, yep, straight to the corner with my ass. And then let's see how I fight out. Crouching heavy punches is probably the best way to fight out with Lily, you know, unless they're right in your face, then you might have to, probably jabs. Jabs, yeah, no wind stock, probably jabs. That was a good DI for me, good read. Decent damage there. He immediately woke up DP. Whoa, he perfected me the first round. I didn't even know, man. Jeez Louise, I gotta... Oh, he could kill me here. He did not. Well, Oh, good read. GG. Well, there's our first loss with Lily. It only took, 13 matches. That's crazy. I feel like I could have mopped the floor with this guy. I don't know. Maybe it's like I said, it's the kid curse. I just don't do well versus this kid. Everyone has one character that they're bad against. I have like 6. No, just kidding. But yeah, I can't, like I said, Jinrai is like this. I just hate that it's the way it is in this game. I can't stand that move. It's so stupid. And all you get is to take your turn back, which I'm not doing anyways, which I need to be doing, you know what I mean? It's the counterplay after you block it, but it's like, fuck, dude. I hate that move. Like, there's a few different ways to deal with it. It's harder for Lily. I should probably just immediately drive reversal him whenever I see it just to deal with. But I hate, you gotta spend 2 bars, and he spends nothing for that. It's rough. Which, I mean, a lot of other characters do too, but, It's just because it's Kid that I hate it. That's plus, but he did not give a fuck. He said, you know what, we're mashing. This guy's mopping the floor with me, y'all. Let's see what I need to be doing here right now. Okay, approach the jump. I don't like the jump. Could just walk at this guy. He's kind of always doing something. That's not safe, but I should have SPD'd it, not jabbed. The SPD would have been better. Nice uppercut from this fella. Jinrai, now, see, that's what you gotta do, essentially, without the dry rush cancel to burn yourself out, but whenever you block it, you press, like, because he's -5, and if you don't know what that means your slower buttons are gonna come out a lot faster, so you pretty much have to have a heavy button ready after you block that low. He can mash an uppercut, though, which is hilarious, you know what I mean, but Capcom definitely loves them some Kin. Which is strange, because in Street Fighter 4, he was kind of on the back burner for a while. He did win an Evo, though. Momochi did win. Yeah, that's a wrap. Jinrai kick. But you guys saw whenever I played Kid in the Master Rank, I did that shit just like an idiot, you know what I mean? I just pressed heavy punch and Jinrai kick, and whenever I got a hit, I would just do his enhanced Tatsu and put him in the corner and then throw loop him to death and heavy punch and Jinrai kick him to death. You know what I mean? It's that character, I think, is little too stupid, honestly. He's so brain dead. But what can you do? Lily's not really the most intuitive character either. She's really not, unfortunately. Her and E Honda, I think, have the worst designs in the game. Kin's worse for different reasons. Her and E Honda, just because their kits are so intuitive. They worked on E Honda a little bit, though. Excuse me. With his EX Sumo Rush being plus if you don't do the follow-up, so that way he's kind of like puts you in a real command grab mix-up. That's pretty cool. That's like grappler shit, which I do like. The stand medium punch is pretty egregious, but it's one of my favorite buttons in the game, honestly. Lily doesn't have any normals that are plus on block like E Honda does. She really is crouch heavy punch the character. She's got to cut like the back heavy punch works. It's farther reaching. You could drive rush cancel it. You could hit confirm it. The other one, stand medium punch is a good poke. Outside of that, her buttons are pretty terrible. But that's kind of like how she's designed, you know what I mean? It's weird. And then she just wants to win stocks, and then that's that's her basic game plan. Now that she has win stocks, she does that EX Spire. And if it hits, you get damage and quarter carry. If they block it, you boom. So pretty much anytime you block an EX Spire, it's pretty much worth it to drive reversal it, because you trade 2 bars. But you knock her down and she's not at advantage when you fight Lily. The regular Wind Spire is only +1, so it's not as bad of a mix-up. The +4 is huge, though, on the EX one. That's you have to guess, essentially, if she's going to command grab you or what. I don't know why I DI'd there, burnt myself out. I could have just sat how I was, because this guy's pressure is pretty weak, and just anti-aired him when he jumped at me, but we'll figure it out, right? I think that button was probably an accident. See, that's plus, but for some reason, I just got jabbed out of it. I'm going to credit mine to that one, because, yeah, my jab should have beaten his, because I was +1. because I had the win stock, and he probably should have, you know, died for it. But, you know, online has different rules than the actual game. We don't really care. We take everything with a grain of salt. We just play it out, you know what I mean? Was that crouching medium kick? That was funny looking. Her tiny little boot. Okay, yep, this guy's going nuts. Jumping. I'm not anti-iron with the uppercut. I don't even remember the input for Lily's uppercut. Is it kicks? I don't think so. I think it's punches. There's one. You do have to use a wind stock, though. If you have a wind stock, you can't choose to use the wind stock or not. It just will use it. I guess it's good damage. She can do the follow-up on the EX one as well. That does a ton of damage if she anti-airs you with that. So that's probably the play in that series. It's kind of expensive though, but I mean it does like super damage. I went for the mix up. Good call for him holding up on the stick. It really is a big risk for Lily to go for the command grab in between strings because she doesn't really have many other options. Like combos off of lights for her are really just super, and if she has a wind stock, she has to use meter actually to combo off of her lights. It's pretty wild. Which is nuts, because in this game, comboing off of lights is very important. That's what I mean, like the way she's designed is really chunky. Because her lights are good, but she doesn't get anything off of them, except for fear, you know what I mean? Which is only goes so far, because if somebody's insane, if somebody's a crazy fucking person, they're not going to be afraid of you. They're just going to mash the whole time. Like, this guy has not stopped pressing buttons, you know what I mean? That's what happens whenever you don't stop pressing buttons, you know what I mean? You get scooped. That was a lot of damage, bro. And then I could just EX Spire. Wow, that reached. Hold that shit, buddy. Being chillin'. How much more Lily we got? We got like one more match. Yeah, not bad. Yeah, Lily was, like I said, her game plan and everything about her is just so rudimentary, easy peasy limits. There's nothing to this character, you know what I mean? You learn 3 buttons and a command grab. And that's all does, you know, her crouching heavy punch goes into all her supers. It's, you get a wind stock, you make them block a spire, and you either hit them with lights or you hit them with the command grab, you know what I mean? The EX spire, you don't have to go for lights, though. What am I doing? I am fucking soaring through the skies. It's a good hit. Kind of expensive, but if he's just going to do that, he's not lariating me. A Zangief who does not lariat does not know what the hell he's doing. Back heavy punch right up. Did good damage. Okay, now we're in the corner. Every Zangief ever just goes for the same mix-ups. It's actually not real, I don't think. Maybe in the corner like that it's real. I was going to say, see out there, I'm +4, so my command grab comes out in 1 frame. So you're not going to be able to jump that. You have to, I mean, you have to jump it, is what I meant. You can't do anything else. If you press a button, you get scooped. You have to jump immediately, you know what I mean? Because nothing else will come out fast enough. Well, if you're airborne, you can't get grabbed, obviously. This guy is not being very respectful. He does have 3 meters, though, so we gotta watch out for that. Got him to block that. So, yeah, that's what I was saying earlier, is if she's got an EX Spire and you can just drive reversal it, that's usually a good option, you know what I mean? Yeah, I'm going for the command grab. Oh, wait, can I... Oh, I could have comboed there, but I did not. Let's see what I do. It's a lot to... oh, wow, it looked like... That was a weird one, you know? It got me, obviously, but it looked like I had a lot more time to react. And I just didn't. Maybe I was trying to super him. It didn't look like I was buffering anything, though. Yeah, that's every Zangief ever right there. I just hate how much... Well, you know, that's what I get for not either finishing my combo or baiting that. This is pretty much going to lose me to round because I'm in burnout right here. Let's see if he takes advantage of it, though. how he takes advantage of it. I mean, there's really no way you can't. Wow, that sucks. Try anti-air and Zangief. That's a huge thing in this game. I noticed so many really terrible Zangief players get a lot of mileage off of Zangief's jumping buttons because he's just so big that, like, if you don't uppercut him, then it's gonna whiff, you know what I mean? Like, that one worked, but barely, you know what I mean? Like, it probably would have traded with a lot of buttons. But yeah, you pretty much, like, yeah, if you don't have an uppercut, a special move, air invincible move to anti-air him with, and even then, if it whiffs, you fucking explode. And I see so many Zangiefs get so much mileage off of that shit, you know what I mean? Oh, I think I might just be dead here. Looks like my Lily's kind of just getting mauled. I see a lot of stuff that, I could be doing differently. It really just comes down to being patient and remembering which input is her uppercut would probably help a lot. Here's good damage. I went to cancel that. He's just holding up on the stick. There's a lariat finally. That one kind of hit behind his head. He baited me. That was good. He could do EX lariat into super. He didn't though. Yeah, if I neutral jump. Usually whenever you jump on Zangief to avoid his command grabs, you want to jump forward. Because most of command grabs you'll have plenty of time to punish, and it'll beat his other stuff too. All right, we are dead. Didn't play well at all in this entire session. I feel like once I got Lily to master rank, I was kind of done, and I was just like, whatever. I'm just gonna play matches to hit 20 minutes just to show you guys some more matches. But I did learn a lot. Like if I played Lily again right now, it's not like I would change anything from my basic game plans. I would just try to play better. Honestly, I just didn't play very well. Just play perfectly, right? That's the name of the game. So that brings us to the end of our Lily to master rank. She was the fastest one, right? Because I think I played a little bit more with Ken, but honestly, I just, finals and everything, I just didn't have time to kind of saw the light at the end of the tunnel. If you guys have been keeping score, there's only one character left on our road to master, and I will do random after that, so oh joy, you know what I mean? Let's see how long we're doing that. But if you guys are unfamiliar, at the ends of these episodes, I like to explore the the culture of the character that we're playing with, in this case Lily. So I'd like to explore the culture, educate myself a little bit on it. Last time we learned just a little bit about Lily in the game. Since this is the end of her road to master, though, I change it up a little bit, and I do a little segment I call Writer versus Fighter. And what I do for this one is I find a famous poet with a poem that resonates with, in this case, Lily, because I love Street Fighter, trying to get more of y'all into the Street Fighters. I already got a couple of people in the game. They said, hey, I bought the game because of you. And I'm like, whoa, that's awesome. That was like my goal when I started the channel, was to just, if I could help people out a little bit, like with their mental health, or if I could get people into Street Fighter. And I'm like, hey, that's a big W for me, because I love this game. But the third little tack on, I love creative writing. So if I could get anyone into creative writing, more people into creative writing, more people reading books, whatever the hell you want to call it, that's just another one. At this point, I'm just looking. I already hit all my goals I had for this channel whenever I originally sought out. So now I'm just like, hey, let's just write it and see if we could help more people out, get more people into the game, do what we can do, you know what I mean? So this is Wind, Water, and Stone by Octavio Paz, translated by Elliot Weinberger. Take a sip of coffee real quick. Y'all got coffee? Take a sip. Oh, yeah. That dirt. Water hollows stone. Wind scatters water. Stone stops the wind. Water, wind, stone. Wind carves stone. Stone's a cup of water. Water escapes and is wind. Stone, wind, water. Wind sings in its whirling. Water murmurs going by. Unmoving stone keeps still. Wind, water, stone. Each is another and no other, crossing and vanishing through their empty names. Water, stone, wind. This poem beautifully illustrates the interconnectedness and cyclical nature of the elements, themes that resonate with the spiritual and natural aspects of Lily's character in Street Fighter 6. And that being said, party people, I am the depressed gamer. I need you all to be good to yourselves. Please like, comment, subscribe. I appreciate every one of you. Every like helps get this video cycling in the hands of more and more Street Fighter players or people who just might be interested in the game. I do my best to respond to every single comment in a timely manner. If you have any questions, need help with anything, you go ahead and ask away. Or if you just want to say hello, comment down below. Don't forget, you got to keep on struggling, people. It's hard out there for all of us. I just finished finals. Now I'm looking at rent and I'm looking at my bank account. And I'm like, oh, Lord above, we are struggling. But hey, there ain't no getting off of this train till we get to the end of the line. You know how that shit goes. We can't give up. There ain't no giving up, people. And I will see you in the next one.